Fuck yeah. Skakel live in the house. I realized that the this, fuck, stream is going to be a little blurry until I get a new phone. But that's part of life, kids. You might think, Earl, why are you up this early? Well, it's because my sick dog woke me up. And it's just one of those things. I cater to the dog. So you might be seeing a lot more of these early streams. Get it? Early. Earl Skakel live early Friday morning. Hope you guys are well. I kind of like the background. It's just me in here right now. And I'm okay with that. Now, the great thing about the streams on the iMac is that you don't get the trolls for whatever reason. So, although you get certainly more people in the phone streams, it's the cool kids that are in here right now. And I'm tired, but that's all right. You guys will help carry me on through another live stream. And then maybe my dog will go to sleep. And then I can go to sleep. It's just the way it works. So, by the way, I will be at the Comedy Store tomorrow night. 12:15, closing out the main room, as always. And if you're ever in Los Angeles, please come as my guest. And we'll see what happens from there. Comedy Store is the #1 club in the country, in my humble opinion. Now, yes, it's the only club that books me, but Detroit by dark. You bought my view. I have not bought anyone's view. I am 1,000% organic, no bot viewers. I learned my lesson a few years ago when I did that for my podcast. And, you live and learn, baby. But I appreciate you coming in early. And, we'll just do about a half-hour stream. Frankly, I'd be asleep if my dog didn't wake me up. But I kind of like doing the IMAX streams. They're kind of cool. And I'm glad you guys are here. There's plenty to talk about. We can talk about AEW wrestling. We can talk about the Guthrie case, the Epstein case. There's a lot to talk about in the world right now. No stream should be devoid of conversation with all that's going on in the world. So come on in, guys. And I'm going to assume I'm the only one on the West Coast That is up, but here we are. We got a mighty three people in here. You guys are all Earl soldiers. And I'm very thankful for you. The growth of the channel in the last 2 weeks has been amazing. And I really have you to thank for that. So, you guys are good people. I know you have many streaming opportunities, but I also know that I'm probably the coolest streamer in the world. I don't beg you guys for money. I just want you to hit the like and subscribe button. And frankly, that's not that hard to do. Jenna in the house. Welcome, Jenna. Lois woke me up, so I, I can't sleep when she's barking and shit, coughing, whatever. Anything that ends in ing. So this will be a baby stream. It's 6:15 in the AM. So I hope everyone has a good Friday, a good weekend. It's all right, Jenna. You're one of the original Earl soldiers. So who knows? I might do 10-minute stream. I mean, Lois is asleep right now, and I have to seize on my window of opportunity to take my nap. But I appreciate you guys nonetheless. We're a small but mighty group. And hopefully there'll be an ice presentation or something we could watch to get those numbers up, baby. Because the Earlverse, I did drop a weight on my phone. So my phone now looks like this. Just a blank. You can't really see. It's a little foggy in here. Yeah, it's not functional anymore, which is a bummer. Because now I got to spend my morning or afternoon, whatever you want to call it, going to the Verizon store, getting a new phone and all that shit. I mean, that is a pain in the ass. That is for sure. Now, I'm going to do something I'm really against normally doing, but I'm going to eat on camera. I'm going to have a little Quest bar. Little Reese's Pieces. I apologize. Good morning, Grandma Caprio. Yes, sometimes I eat on camera. Earl's sign is rocking right now. Now, it's a little fuzzy for me, but that's because I can't use my iPhone's Q&A. See if this helps get numbers in here. It does add an aura. How can you like the stream when it's in this kind of view? Oh, you don't like the stream in this kind of view. Interesting. I mean, I kind of like it, to be honest with you. I mean, it looks normal to me. Oh, well, thank you, Grandpa Caprio. Let me see. I like streams in 1080p. How do I make this in 1080p? Let's see. Channel level settings. Oh, well, I think you can. I don't know how you hit the like button when it's this kind of stream. I mean, I rarely do IMAX streams because, frankly, I mean, it's weird. It's a real double-edged sword. Like, I love this look so much better. I just think it's, I don't know, more pleasing to the eye for you guys and me. I love when you show up on caves. What, Kevin Brennan? Is that what you mean, caves? I was on MLC yesterday, for those of you who missed it. Always a fun time. Oh, yeah, I love it. I mean, I don't like to do it a lot because, frankly, I don't want to be on one of Kevin's fucking whack packers. But I get along very good with Liam. It's my first interaction with Scarlett. Thank you, Sid. I mean, although Scarlett's very tough to navigate on a stream because she doesn't listen. She just talks over people. And I don't know. If this was my last time on the stream with Scarlett, I'm okay with that. Yeah, Lois is doing good. Yeah, I'm not thirsty. Scarlett needs something. I don't know what necessarily, but she definitely needs a I don't know. I mean, I would say today she seemed to be a little pilled up. I don't know that for a fact, but well, I mean, the problem with Scarlett, and it's really with strippers and bartenders, you're used to the cash. It's easy money. You're getting paid to fuck someone that's reasonably attractive, but that don't last forever. And when the bottom drops, it drops. And, she just, I don't know. I just don't see a great ending for her. Yeah, but that will fade. The attention will fade. She'll be replaced by the new Scarlett, and then, I mean, look at Gilly. Gilly's been replaced for the most part by Scarlett. So, you know, it's a dog with a collapsed trachea. So unfortunately, I've tried everything. Um, well, I mean, listen, when I did a couple shows on, it's all right. I mean, unfortunately, there's nothing you can really do about it, Grandma. You just have to try and make her as comfortable as she can be. And she is. I mean, I just took her for a long walk. She can't go as far as she used to, but what happens? And but thank you for caring. But yeah, everyone's replaceable in the Dabbleverse. I mean, look, I left the Shuley Network after 3 shows. They survived. Um, I did Hackamania the first year. They've done 2 more. They'll survive without me at Hackamania. So no, she's good. Lois is good. I mean, it's a little sad sometimes, but me and my ex take very good care of her. I probably take a little better care of her just because I have her more, but Gail does a very good job. So it's all good there. It's just there's nothing you can do. Oh shit. Permaseal finishing $4.99. You up early and been up all night. That sounds like a Kiss song. 'Cause we work all day and we but there's just one thing that money can buy. When your body's been stuck, people round the time. When you work all day, you gotta all night. Thank you, Permaseal Finishing. A pleasure as always. And your financial tips are appreciated, even at 6:25 in the AM. Yeah, I mean, we're holding off on the ray gun until I know for sure that's not what got me in trouble with YouTube. I have a feeling it wasn't. Yeah, well, this isn't a morning zoo show, Grandma. Um, this is a stream of consciousness, if you will. And we're not allowed to play music on these streams, although some people do. I mean, that Win by Two guy, John, he'd play like Metallica songs. I'm like, how is this possible? And I get dinged for showing a Permaseal finishing $4.99. You did good last night. Made me proud. On the MLC, thank you. Well, I can only sing certain songs. I can sing the Click 5 song, Just the Girl, or The Angel in You, Devil in Me. When I saw she looked my way, and I knew that I was over my head. Ruby lips on a smile so sweet, with a rude attitude that can knock me dead. Suddenly, I heard a voice when she called my name. Suddenly, I knew my life was gonna change. Now I got to be a little quiet because it is 6:30 in the morning. Thank you, Permaseal, very much. I'm glad that you've gotten over your hatred of Chad, but also sad at the same time. But yeah, I always enjoy going on KB's show every now and then, once a month. Now I broke my rule today because I went on. I said I'd only go on with Florentine, but I do believe Florentine was on earlier. F. Chad Zumach. I see another Chad fan in the house. A liar, drunk, and thief. Well, that's one way to describe him. Um, that's probably why I don't do many shows. Well, I can't play music. I can only sing 80s metal songs. But like I don't like to grift my fans for money, you know. I mean, listen, am I gonna turn down Permaseal Finishing sending me a few bucks? No. But I don't ask them to. Um, I just want to put out a good quality stream. And, if you guys want to tip, great. If not, I'm happy with just the like and subscribe button. I mean, that helps as much, if not more than the money, honey. Um, I don't know all the words to that. She wore a raspberry beret, the kind you find in a second-hand store. She wore a raspberry beret, and if she could, she wouldn't wear much more. That's about it. I wouldn't charge anyone for that. Um, that's probably the last Prince song I liked. I was a big fan of Prince and the Revolution. Des Dickerson on guitar, Wendy and Lisa on the keyboards. Interesting. I mean, I'm just too late. Well, maybe lazy is the wrong word. I just don't want to start from scratch on another format. Morris Day and Jerome. I've worked so hard on my YouTube channel. I don't want to have to fucking then switch to Twitch. But my friend Hi-Fi Protege, who does all my shorts and clips, he's trying to come up with a way where I can just stream on all of them together. I mean, Lawrence, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, to be honest with you. So I'm not trying to be a dick, but RFK's calculus. Well, I mean, RFK is he's an interesting guy, that's for sure. He he rubs a lot of people the wrong way with some of his vaccine theories. I mean, I went on was it Kim Congdon and Sarah Weinshank's podcast they did on Twitch, and we played a video game. That was pretty cool. HVAC North is in the house, so we're full Dabbleverse right now. I try not to talk about the Dabbleverse, but we've got some real OGs in the Dabbleverse. I mean, Permaseal Finishing, a legend in the MLC world, and HVAC North. I mean, he's in more Dabbleverse streams than Charlotte or Scarlett. He's my first cousin, but I don't take on his wars. I do not drink the blue stuff. Yeah, my friend knows how to do it. I don't know how that would work. Like, I don't know how you would stream on YouTube and then say you get a question on Rumble and you got to answer a question on Rumble. I mean, I don't know if that just pops up on the screen, so I mean, listen, I'm open to anything that gets me more fans and followers. I'm very much motivated by, say, a show like Kill Tony, which when I think I was the first episode of Kill Tony I did was number 8, and there was 30 fucking people in the room. So I do believe if you build it, they will come. HVAC North, $5, baby. Fuck yeah. Glad you dropped by last night. Fuck yeah. I mean, I like Kevin. Kevin's usually pretty nice to me. I just don't want to be one of his whack packers. So I will go on either with Florentine or Liam. I can't, I mean, I thought, I'll go on with Scarlett, see what, Well, it was old school MLC. Um, it was just like fun. It was Adam and I mean, all the all stars were on it. Um, I don't really jive with the other stuff. I mean, Kevin's got a lot of wars, and then when Chad's on, he's got a lot of wars. Yeah, I just can't. When I did Clown Town, was it 2 weeks ago? I like those guys. I mean, I'm not in the Dabbleverse, but I do like some of the streams, so I'll go on them. I said, dude, I can't go on with Tommy Jordan, and I can't go on with Scarlett. They just talk over people, and I'll get pissed. Now, maybe that would be good streaming, but um, yeah, I mean, Scarlett, I think, had a hankering for Adam, so good for them. I mean, she seems cool, but I just feel sad for her. Whatever she's on. I'm gonna guess she seems so unfocused. I'm gonna guess. I mean, Adderall would make her focused, so she's not. She's definitely not on that. Um, Maybe I don't know. Weed. I am different. Well, I'm a comic. A lot of these people aren't comics, so this is this is their shtick to perform. I mean, Clearwater Chad is not a comic. Karmic X loves interacting with Kevin. Um, Liam is, I would consider Liam a comic. I mean, he's had a special, and I think he was on Comedy Central at one point. So, uh, I mean, what went wrong? I don't know. Sean, I know virtually nothing about her, to be honest with you. Hold on, let me get my energy drink. Fuck it, I'll stay up. I'll try and do an hour, but I am tired. I mean, I don't know much about her at all. I don't know anything about her, to be honest with you. I would guess that, because I've known a lot of, I've known just so many girls like her that are OnlyFans girls or in the adult industry, and it usually all starts with someone, unfortunately, touching them at an age they shouldn't have been touched. I don't know if that's the case with her. Yeah, she's, the problem with these girls is they never see the end coming, and it comes fast. It's very much like the 80s metal bands that just didn't see grunge coming, and most weren't prepared for it. Some were, weren't. And I think, she gets so much attention off her looks that, eventually those will not necessarily fade, but, she won't be the cute young thing anymore. I don't know, Lawrence. It's a little too early to talk like that. You know, I mean, I dated a girl after my ex fiance. I just wanted to get back in the game relatively soon after that because it was a rough one. And I dated a girl literally just like Scarlett. Um, OnlyFans, begging for attention, would show up to the Comedy Store and basically lingerie. And, she got the attention, but then slowly but surely, other girls came up there. She didn't get the attention and she lost her mind and she now lives in her car. I could see something like that happening. I hope I'm wrong. But, when you look at, I mean, there's a lot more people than him that she should be protected from. But, I mean, I had a girl Um, oh yeah, I'm friends with Ralph, David Lee Ralph, they call him. And then there's Russ on guitar, and then I met the drummer. It's funny, the drummer's bald. And the bass player just he left, so there was a new bass player. But yeah, I mean, Steel Panther plays the songs better than most of the fucking bands they're paying tribute to. So I'm a big Steel Panther fan, and their merch is so funny. I bought a shirt called Pussy Melter. That shit sold out in like 2 minutes. So I had an OnlyFans girl living in my building, and she was hot, blonde, giant tits, and it's just, and she was in like the top 1%. I mean, she made a lot. Um, I mean, my building is not cheap to live in, and I think she started escorting because um, just guys don't want to jack off to the same girl, so you have a window on these things, porn, adult shit. Scarlett's window is right now. Um, yeah, Steel Panther is fun. I mean, Eddie Trunk, it's like, I mean, they're great musicians. I mean, the guitar player used to play in Rob Halford's band, Fight. I mean, the singer Ralph, he's got an amazing voice. I'm not sure the background of the drummer Darren, and the old bass player Lexi. He toured a lot. Before Darren was on drums, Ray Luzier was the drummer, and he drummed with like Van Halen or not Van Halen, David Lee Roth, and no, no. I mean, I can barely pay my own rent, so it's just like the girl I dated after the OnlyFans girl. 34H tits. I mean, the biggest things I've ever seen, and she's not heavy, so they really stand out. But she started off as a model, and she's an alcoholic, so her looks are fading a little bit, and so now she's not the hot young girl with the giant tits. Now she's just a girl with the giant tits, which guys will still fuck her, but not as many. Yeah. Oh, you're a big metal fan, Sean. I see. Yeah, I mean Ray Luzier's a monster drummer, so Steel Panther's legit. I mean, when I saw them a few years ago at the Anaheim House of Blues, maybe 2019, 2020, maybe. So it's more than a few years ago. You couldn't have fit another person in this House of Blues. So that metal show with Eddie Trunk, Jim Florentine, and Don Jameson. Um, but I'm a big Rat guy. I like 80s Kiss. So like King's X is too good for me. Um, yeah, I mean I'm all over the place as well. I mean like my favorite bands are probably Rat and Kiss, but I love the Cars. I love the Killers, Bowling for Soup. I used to date one of the managers from Motorhead, so I kind of got into them. Miles Davis, shit like that. Yeah, King's X, the problem with them was they really popped right in the middle of the glam stuff, and they were just too good. And, they weren't the best looking group of guys in the world. So that kind of didn't help. Back then, I mean, look at Poison's first album cover. You could literally tell me that those were girls, and I'd believe you. That's why Tesla never really popped huge. They look like, a fucking bus depot, but great band. So, yeah, I mean, to me, when I hear Christian band, I obviously think of Striper. Um, I went up to the drummer from Striper, Steven Sweet, and I was backstage at some Vince Neil thing because my friend was drumming for Vince Neil, the great Brent Fitz. And Brent introduces me to him. No, Robert Sweet. Steven Sweet's the drummer from Warren. So Robert Sweet turns around and goes, "Nice to meet you, Earl." I'm like, "Hey, man, I don't mean to be a wise guy, but I always wanted to fuck you until I found out you were a dude." And he looked at me like, I was going for the bet. I was going for the joke. Fuck it. And Stryper's a great band. I mean, Michael Sweet's probably the only guy who could cover for Brad Delp's vocals in Boston. So, um, you know, there we go. How old am I? Well, I mean, I'm going to guess you're about my age, 57. I just saw Judas Priest, was about 2 months ago. Who was it? Corrosion of Conformity, Alice Cooper, and Judas Priest. Good show, you know. I mean, I would have probably put Alice Cooper last, but Judas Priest probably doesn't want to be seen as a headline or a opener, because Halford, he's definitely struggling a little bit, but it's still a great show. I mean, I would recommend seeing them, because they've got two great guitar players, and Richie something and Head. I think the other guy's name is Head. He's like a big record producer. Um, I never saw Angel, even though I think they were just at the Whiskey, which I live. I live on the Viper Room Street, but if I go out the other entrance of my door, it's the Whiskey Street. So I walk to Whiskey gigs because the parking stinks. Sean, where are you located? I'm not. Don't dox yourself, because this is the internet. But are you East Coast, West Coast? I'm out here in sunny Southern California. I think Punky Meadows auditioned for Kiss, if you believe Gene and Paul, but they also say Robin Crosby auditioned for Kiss, which might check out, because that would be when Ace left and Rat hadn't popped. Oh, sweet, sweet. I mean, I every now and then will play the Stand in New York. It's my favorite club there. I'm not past at the Cellar, but I probably could get in there if I wanted to. So if I'm ever in the tri-state area, come as my guest. I have a weird age range of fans, from older people, people my age, people a little older, and also I do really well with college kids, even though they have no fucking idea who Rat is, or Poison, or Stallone. What a fro dizzle. I mean, I did a joke about Kiss the other day. In the front row, there's a girl, really hot chick, probably early 20s. She looks at me and goes, "Who's Kiss?" Like, that's crazy to me. But, I've been on a real Jerry Reed kick lately. Eastbound down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. We're eastbound, watch on Bandit run. I mean, there's a live version of that song where he's uh, doing a dueling solo with the banjo player. Poison and David Lee Roth. I was supposed to see David Lee Roth, Cinderella, and I think Winger, but the tour got canceled. No, Extreme, maybe? I don't know. It's so long ago. I mean, I went to so many shows. My first concert was Springsteen at the Coliseum, Born in the USA tour. I mean, wow. I mean, that set the bar really high for me. I love Jason Green. I think he no longer works for Steven, which is what I heard. Um, I hope whoever told me that was just wrong, because Jason's awesome. Um, yeah, I saw that tour in Anaheim. I'm friends with Ryan Roxy and Nita Strauss, who are, if you like those two, if you look up Inappropriate Earl with those two. Actually, I've never done a show. I've never done a podcast with Ryan Roxy. I've done his podcast, but I've had Nita Strauss on 2 times, and she's awesome. I believe she's pregnant right now, so congrats to Nita. I mean, yeah, she kills it. I mean, Orianthi was a very hard person to replace. I mean, she's one of the great, not just female guitar players, but one of the great guitar players of this generation. I was kind of psyched when Alice brought back Kane Roberts. No pain, no cane, baby. We'll go another 20 minutes, guys. We rarely do hour streams on the iMac because the numbers aren't great. For whatever reason, William Zoom, my internet consultant, William Zoom, he tells me that YouTube really pushes the vertical phone streams versus something like this, which is really too bad because I really prefer this layout because you guys, it looks more like a show. Which 80s video game deserves to be made into a movie? I mean, I liked Galaga, Space Invaders. I don't know if any of those games should be made into a fucking movie. Yeah, Red Beach, he gets a lot of shit because he was in Winger. And he was also the guitar player on my favorite Twisted Sister album, Love is for Suckers, which really wasn't a Twisted Sister album. It was just Dee Snider, Red Beach on guitar, I think Kip Winger on bass. I forget who the drummer was, but the record label said, you're going to call it Twisted Sister. We don't know who the hell those guys are. D Waver, $2.22. Time Pilot. Is that the video game? I don't know of that one. And that's crazy that D has health issues because I've met him before at the Comedy Store. One of the great moments in my life was I was performing on the main room stage with him watching me. And he is jacked. I mean, he's got to be, I'm 57. He got to be 65 maybe. So he looks amazing. And facially looks great. Still has the hair and whatnot. Yeah, he's not someone I would want to fight. It was early 80s video game. They made a Time Pilot 84, which sucked. Yeah, I mean, I can't really think of a video game from my youth. I'm trying to, and I had them all. I mean, not only did I have Nintendo and that shit, I had Intellivision, and this one no one's ever heard of, but it was pretty good. The Odyssey system by Magnavox. Yeah, I mean, Asteroids might be a good one. It can basically be a Star Wars type of video game. I mean, I don't think you could make a video. Yeah, I mean, you got to be, no offense, Sean, because we're about the same age, but you got to be a little on the older side to remember the Odyssey game system by Magnavox. I mean, I don't know anyone else who had that game. I mean, the tennis game literally was, it looked like two stick figures. And the ball was just like an octagonal, like, ball. Born in I'm born in 68, so no need to tell me when you're born. I mean, we're the same age, basically. And I love it. To be a teenager in the 80s, I had a fucking blast, man. Like, I love my age. I mean, of course, it takes longer to recover than it used to, like, athletically. I mean, I was a maniac when I was I used to go out on Friday nights. And then I would play hockey in Orange County at 7 a.m. So I had to get up at like 6. And there was like 5, 6 divisions. So we'd be out there all day from 7 a.m. to 9:20 p.m. I'd come home. I'd maybe take an hour nap. I'd watch Howard Stern on WR with my friends. We'd go out again, going to clubs, chasing puss. And then we'd play 5, 6 games again on Sunday. So I would play like 10 hockey games in a weekend. Monday morning, I could have run a marathon. Like I could have done anything on Monday. Wasn't even sore, never stretched. And now I play one game on Tuesday night in the same league, and I'm sore for 4 days. Oh, cool. I mean, I've been to New York a fair amount. Did you know anyone with a TurboGrafx 16? I don't think I did. It really is, and I know everyone says their era was the best, but to live in LA and to live just off of the Sunset Strip, so to see not only the comedy boom of the 80s, but the music boom, especially the glam metal boom, even the punk boom, was on Melrose, which is a couple blocks down from Sunset. And just the clubs, I mean, nightclubs in LA were just like it like nightclubs in LA were the best. Yeah, I mean, I would say my life, my if I could take a movie and say this is my life, it would be Less Than Zero. I mean, I went to house parties like that. I went to Palm Springs like they did in the movie. I mean, I went to high school in the Valley, so it wasn't as glitzy as Less Than Zero. But so I would say my high school was, or my 80s, like Fast Times meets Less Than Zero. Yeah, I mean, my buddy manages the Viper Room now, a guy by the name of Tommy. I mean, it's not quite as good as it used to be, but what is? It will never be like the 80s again. That's funny, Waver. I see Judd Nelson a lot. We live pretty close to each other, and we go to a lot of the same places, so I always bump into Judd Nelson. He loves that I don't really talk to him about Breakfast Club and stuff. I talk to him about when he played Joe Hunt, the creator of the Billionaire Boys Club, who I used to play football with. Joe Hunt would recruit kids there's a Ponzi scheme, and then he fucked over, or someone fucked him over. So allegedly he killed them, but the guy he killed was a con man too. So a lot of people think this guy's still alive, and Joe Hunt got conned. So Judd's cool. Like he's very like same thing. I talked to Judd more about his very first movie with Dice Clay called Making the Grade, which was like, I don't know, just one of those early teen romp things. So he's a very cool guy. I mean, he can talk. I want to get him on my podcast just because he talks so much. He's the perfect fucking podcast guest. So, welcome aboard, everyone. We'll go about another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to sleep. I thank you guys for tuning in. We got a small but mighty group in here. Hit the like and subscribe button if you have not done so already. Yeah, I can only imagine what Europe was like in the 80s. Just... Well, the funny thing is that guy who stole the girl is gay in real life. So I always laugh at that he was a part of my language, a pussy hound. Last American Virgin, great movie. That was kind of my life too. You'd go to and what was that movie with Matthew Modine, Private School? Some great underrated 80s movies. What's another 80s teen movie that was kind of my life? Some Kind of Wonderful. What's his name? Steve Anton. Oh, Jonathan Anton. Yeah, it would be that. Yeah, Betsy Russell was hot. I mean, and then I see Matthew Modine every now and then at the Comedy Store. I'm like, hey, you ever talk to the fat kid from Private Resort? It's like, I mean, there were some great, and another movie that I fucking loved. It like this movie was so bad when it came out that some of the actors wanted their name taken out of the credits. Was Up the Academy. I believe it was Ralph Macchio's first movie. But there was an Arab kid in that movie. I think only I would know this. This is like where my autism shows. Um, Tom Cetera. It's the only movie he ever did. And he was as funny as Ralph Macchio. He had great timing. Um, it's kind of like the kid with the bowl cut and My Bodyguard. Hey, check under the desk, fresh boogers. You can get hepatitis from some of them. That kid had great timing. And waiver 99 cents, just a laugh. Thank you very much. Hey, I'll take it, man. We're making some money, honey. See, I don't grift you guys for money. Isn't this nice to have a stream? Yes, I wish there was more people in here. But, I'd rather have a stream to 12 people, make a few bucks, talk to some cool new people, talk music, hockey, whatever. And then I can go to sleep because my dog is finally asleep. What up, Keith? I mean, she sleeps when her throat doesn't hurt. And I love her so much that I can't get mad at her. So it's my window of opportunity to go to sleep myself. So we'll go 8 more minutes, guys. And then I have to get a new phone, unfortunately, because a 130-pound dumbbell fell on this. Now, let's see. Maybe it works right now. It does not. I am a great dog dad. I mean, I probably could have put the baby down a few times and people wouldn't have argued with me. But my thing is, as long as she's not in pain, and I don't believe she is, she might not be that comfortable right now, but she's not in pain. Morning Earl is the best. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing a few more of these on the iMac, but I've got to find a way to get more people on the iMac streams. It's just kind of like effort versus reward. Like if this was on the phone, the vertical stream on the phone, I'd have probably 50 to 60 people in there. Now that's not a lot of people but 60 is more than 11. So, but we'll see. I'm trying everything I can. The last 2 weeks have been the best 2 weeks for my stream ever. I think I am at like 780% more views. So yeah, I have had 40 dogs in my life from the age of when I was born to now, and I'm usually the one who puts them down. It's tough. It's never easy. And with Lois, I've just had her for so long that she's outlasted 4 dogs and 4 girlfriends. But, I know eventually there will come a time when I have to make that decision. Probably sooner than later. But, like this morning, she walked around the block a few times. She was good. Now, I used to walk her. If you want to Google Earth this, I live basically on Santa Monica and San Vicente. I would take her from that intersection to Santa Monica and Highland and back. So no comments show on TV, only phone. Interesting. I mean, I see your guys' comments, but I'm not on TV. I guess I'm on old school iMac. Yeah, I mean, Lois she's awesome. And I know she'll tell me. I had a dog, Messier. Yes, named after the hockey player, Lhasa Apso. When it was time for Messier to go, he just looked at me, and I knew. He was saying, "Hey, man, I'm ready to check out Dad." And I know Lois will be the same. So, but I mean, like now she's sound asleep, breathing nice and normal. So it's just one of those things that I think with the trachea issue, she drinks a lot more water, so I have to literally get up every 2 hours and walk her, and I do it. I mean, she made a pretty bad accident tonight. She jumped off the couch while we were watching hockey, and she slipped on the hardwood floor, and she just started peeing. So that's something 2 years ago she wouldn't have done. but you guys probably don't want to hear about Lois making a boo boo. 5 minutes left, guys. 5 minutes left in Friday morning, Earl. I mean, um, yes, Three Dog Night. Rest in peace to Chuck Negron. Um, I mean, I believe in the Rainbow Bridge. I believe when we die and go to heaven or whatever, wherever we go, that all our dogs greet us at the gates, and they're all in their prime form. If they were blind, they're not. They can see again. If they were missing a leg or whatever, they get the leg back. It's probably not like that, but you know, that's how I'd like to think it is. So now, I thought I didn't end the Q&A thing. I was just trying to see. I mean, that's what I like to think happens. I believe when we die, and, like, we see our parents and they're in their young form. We see if you have any brothers or sisters or uncles or whoever, they all greet you at the heaven's gate, and they're in their best form, and they just walk around. Yes, Baruch Hashem, Lahaim, Lahaim. Do you like pork ribs? I'm lucky. I have no food allergies. I can eat anything. Yeah. Sean, always a pleasure. Welcome aboard. I don't believe we've ever spoken on here before. But yeah, please come back anytime. Always enjoy talking music in the 80s, baby. Are you a Zionist? I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. I was, my mom was Jewish, but I was raised Catholic. I did watch the MJF Brody match. Initially, I didn't like it. I thought, I wanted to see a match. But it does set up a lot for the Australian card and Revolution, which I will be at. I'm also helping RJ City and Harley Cameron put on a comedy show while in Los Angeles. So that should be. When I went to heaven, a bunch of hands pushed me out. Well, I'm glad you're still with us. Now you got to figure Brody is not going to win. But who knows? I mean, if MJF were to drop the belt to him, it would. Brody's already over, but it would really put him over. But I don't think MJF's going to be used to put people over. And I thought they would have some way to have Mark Davis be in the mix for this, because Mark Davis, formerly of United Empire with Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher, he's from Australia, so I thought that they might. And of course, the great Harley Cameron, Australian's own, will be. I got something you can clip, Waver. Hey, 2 minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. And then the longest IMAX stream in quite a while will be done. Thank you to Waver and to Permaseal Finishing for the money, honey. And Interesting. I've never been in a coma. I've been in surgery. ACL surgery was probably when I was out and woke up. Oh shit, Corndiff is in the house. We've got a Dabbleverse icon in the stream. Corndiff, I'll go, because you just got here. I'll go another 5 minutes. Oh shit, Panhandler. We've got some real. Now the big ballers are coming in, but guys, I'm in California, baby. It's 7:07. I'm about to go to bed, but because Panhandler and Corndiff are here, I'll go another 5 minutes. Rooting for you to take Scarlett. No, she's too much, man. That was my first time interacting with her, and my suspicions were confirmed. She just talks over everyone, and I can't deal with girls who are pilled up, man. I'm 57. If there's one thing I've lost with age, it's the ability to deal with that. And I'm not putting her down, for the record. Listen, that's her lifestyle. I get it. I saw something that Kevin Brennan clipped, or someone clipped Kevin Brennan talking about the number one problem with Hackmania 3 is I'm Earl Skakel's not going. I'm like, I was never invited. And I probably wouldn't have gone anyway. I went the first year and, I went because I want to meet these guys. It was kind of neat to meet Carl and Pat Dixon and Melton, who did do comedy in LA, but I don't believe we ever crossed paths. And, meet Lady KB and Ray and, but the comedy part was not very good. They wanted Dabbleverse jokes. I'm sitting there bombing, doing actual stand up. So, yeah, I don't regret going. I did have a very fun time doing, yes, Lois, Corn Dip gets it. She's in and out of sleep. So, but I recommend going to Hackmania. It is fun. It just, for me and my skill set of just being more or less a straight stand up, I don't know if it's for me. So, but if you haven't gone, no, I don't like the young kids, ooey. So you got me mistaken for I don't do the underage stuff. So yeah, I definitely recommend going to Hackmania. Listen, say what you want about Melton. He puts on an event, and everything he says he does, he does. So that might not be a popular opinion to give Melton his flowers, but he is very good at putting on an event. And I had to leave Hackmania the next day because the Comedy Store invited me to close out the main room. And I just couldn't I couldn't turn it down. I had to leave. And I told Melton, keep the money. You don't have to pay me. And he paid me more than he said he would. And because I had, he booked a hotel for me for 3 days and I left after the first night. Kind of a dick move by me, but, the Comedy Store is really the only club that books me in LA. So when they ask me to jump, I say, how high, baby? So, he was good to me, HVAC. That's all I go on. But, Hackmania, I think, is more for like the podcasters. I don't know if they're doing a stand-up show, but I did have fun when we did the Win Earl Skakel's Money. That was very cool to do. I had a blast doing that because it was me, Alex Ansel, who's a Vegas comic, and Tukey. And it was basically Kill Tony. And we gave over $1,000 to local Vegas comics and a few comics who were there from out of town. So that was probably funner for me than the stand-up show. The stand-up show was rough. But, Ray killed. I got to give him that. But, Ray was smart. He did Dabbleverse stuff. Why can't you travel, Jenna? Are you still sick? Yeah, Kool-Aid's great. It's losing a little bit of weight too, which is great because, he was pretty big there for a while. Like he was Ralphie May big. So he's young enough to, he seems like he wants to lose the weight and whatnot. So great guy if you ever have a chance to see him. I was just in Vegas a few weeks ago doing comedy at the Don't Tell comedy show. Don't Tell's a cool company because what they do is they have pop-up shows, and they're nationwide. And the Don't Tell show I did was at the Punk Rock Museum, which is where I got that Lemmy doll right there. So Yeah, there's a don't tell in your city, go. It's kind of cool how they do it. It's they don't announce the lineups, so you don't know who you're going to see. You could see me, you could see Dave Chappelle, and the prices are very reasonable. Um, so I think everyone who went to I mean, it was packed. The Punk Rock Museum, you couldn't have fit another person in there. So, all right, you guys, this has been cool and cool to see like HVAC and Panhandler and Corn Diff. Um, Earl has a Dave Palumbo of RX muscle neck. I mean, it's pretty big. I mean, my neck's pretty big. You know, I thought you were going to say Franco Palumbo. I mean, of course, uh, when I was just out of high school, a teenager, in my early 20s, my legs were so big they call me Baby Plats, and my shoulders were so big they call me Baby Barry after the flexing Dutchman Barry DeMay. Thank you very much. Of course, I was always a Bob Paris fan. Who knew that guy was a Piazza? See, I'll throw in some Dabbleverse terms for you guys to keep your attention. Um, yeah, but I need a new phone, so I have to go to the Apple store when I get up, or the Verizon store, I guess. Rest in peace to Earl's iPhone because I dropped a 125-pound dumbbell on it. Now, I'm not going to tell them that, but my phone is RIP. I feel sorry when they transfer the pictures over, if you know what I'm saying. You know they look, and they better not look at my iPhone. All right, you guys. Earl Skakel, over and out. Good to see some of you. Good to see all of you in here. I did. Let me try it again. Harsh press and hold power. Yeah, it ain't working, man. No, I got an iPhone 14, I think. Um, wait, uh, it's not. Yeah. Okay, yeah, volume up. Yeah, but my phone is done. I mean, all right, let me try it one more time. The volume up and the power button. One, two, three. How long do you hold them for? All right, I'm sure this is going to get the numbers up. Me just trying to start my iPhone. I mean, there's worse. There's worse. All right, you kids. I love you all. Earl Skakel, over and out.